why is the Banbury Run so special in the VMCC calendar?
Well, to any hardened enthusiast that studied the history of motorcycling, the place Banbury features very strongly. Not only was it a sort of mid-country meeting point for a lot of clubs holding different sporting events, but of course the famous Sunrising Hill that your competitors will be riding up today was used by manufacturers to test new models. And if the machine was able to cope with sunrising, that automatically gave it a lot of credibility. So there was an awful lot of motorcycle activity around Banbury in the veteran and the vintage era. So it's obviously right that our major event for machines of that era should be based at Banbury. So it's a great challenge, and with a bit of luck, as long as nobody balks you and you get a clean run, you should be able to get up Sunrising Hill, which you'll see all sorts of sights of people pushing and sweating and swearing, but that is the ultimate challenge, to have taken a bike up Sunrising Hill, particularly one of the smaller powered machines, to cope every ounce out of its engine, and your riding capability is a great challenge, but it's a great feeling of satisfaction to get to the top and see the road level out and say, I've done it. Sunrising, yes.
We made it!
You've checked the map. Are we actually halfway around yet? Or?
Well, we're about 2/3 of the way around.
Right.
Main obstacle is out the way, Sunrising Hill. Bit of a sharp bend there, didn't you think?
You never know if you're just going to quite make it or not, but we did. So we both got up with not a problem at all. So what happens now? How far back?
Well, we've got a few miles to go before the finishing.
Banbury.
Yeah, at Banbury. And then we'll be at the ceremony. So see if you win any cups.
Absolutely. Well, should we get going then?
All right then.
Well, I'm joined here with Dick Hodge from the VMCC. Dick, tell me a little bit about the club.
The Vintage Motorcycle Club, it's the national club for people interested in old bikes. Got about 14,000 members all over the country and across the world, in fact.
What is the essence of the club?
It's a shared common interest, I guess. It's old men with their wonderful toys. They're being used, and you can smell them, and you can hear them, and you can look at them. Maybe you don't have very good brakes, and things wobble. And the old men, they wobble as well.
You really actually have to be able to ride the bike as well, don't you?
Some of the old chaps, they've got a hand gear change, they've got all sorts of levers to control the engine, more than just the throttle, you know. And they really are difficult things to drive.
Now, Dick, you've obviously done this event for many years. Was there anything specific, any machine you saw this time that you thought, yes, that's the one for me?
This year, the highlight of the event was the nero-car. Most unusual machine. Most people have never even seen one. We had 11 of them here today, and we think that's the biggest gathering of nero-cars that there has ever been, because they were here to celebrate their 80th birthday.
The Banbury Run culminates in a prize giving. Alison wins a shield, and Dom was in for a real surprise.
The final winner of the Harold Scott Trophy is Don Hunt with that delightful V-twin J.
What a great day. All these amazing vintage machines actually being used instead of stored in museums and people's garages. And my experience, you really have to be able to ride these bikes. They are a riding experience. I think we might be a little bit spoilt in this day and age. All I've got to do now is thank Guy for the very kindly donating his Henley for me to use on the event, the VMCC for actually hosting this event, and also Alison, my riding partner, who's an amazing navigator.